Hello, bonjour. Welcome to Paradigms Transnational Webinar Series number 7. Today, the topic is solutions for seniors in COVID depression. And just to let you know that we do have these webinars every Saturday at 9:30 in the morning EST Canada time and 7 p.m. Delhi time in India. And today we'll be presenting on the topic of solution for seniors in COVID depression, myself, and Dr. Ram Sharma. He's the Associate Professor and Head of Department of English in UP, India. And I'm the editor for Bharat Times Journal in Montreal, and it is online as well, bharattimes.ca. Okay, so let's see about this topic about solution to seniors in COVID depression. Seniors in general, they are everybody's responsibility. You know, it's there's that saying about kids that it takes a whole village to bring up a child, and seniors are our children again, you know, so it does take a village. So it is everybody's responsibility to look after our elders or seniors, regardless of we have senior homes, special facilities, but that's just, you know, something that's where they will go to settle down, that's all. So what can be done to help the elderly during the coronavirus disease pandemic? One thing that they can do, I would suggest, is keep updated through the local formal health channels and not through the grapevine, not through the hearsay. This is happening because a lot of them are just scared, and a lot of the deaths, it has been pointed out that they are because of the fear and not necessarily because of the pandemic. So keep themselves informed, however, but if you keep yourself informed all the time, just watch these streams endlessly, that can give people anxiety. So watch it, take a break, settle down. And now, online was, and it is, it's a great medium to interact, especially during COVID. But now, I see that a lot of people are glued to online things. Why? I think it's because you don't have to dress up, don't have to commute, you don't have to drive perhaps. And there are a lot of pros for being online. However, wherever there are pros, there must be some cons too. So our body, you know, especially when you're a senior, you know, you have to keep your body active and keep it rolling, keep it going, because body is like that. If it stops moving, that's it. You stop it moving, it will stop moving, you know, so we do have to have that zest in there. And some misunderstandings about the COVID times is that, okay, it was before when it was on its high end there, that people were, they were advised not to go out as much. See, we have to find the balance. Do not go out as much, okay? But that does not mean that don't go out at all, because people have taken on to online meetings and webinars, way to interact, even parties, weddings are happening online these days, you know. However, we should still go, क्योंकि जब आप बाहर थोड़ा सा निकलते हैं, थोड़ा सा चलते फिरते हैं, तो बॉडी को भी, हमारी सेहत को भी थोड़ी सी राहत सी मिलती है, और फ्रेश एयर इज फ्रेश एयर, ठीक है ना, ताजी हवा और कहीं से नहीं मिलेगी आपको. So fresh air is only when you go out and breathe in. It's just that avoid crowds, wear your mask, and keep your distance. And always have some water bottle on you or something so that you do not get dehydrated. You know, because it all is due to the lungs, that you cannot breathe, that you perhaps have phlegm or mucus or something that builds up. So these are the precautions you can take, and perhaps not go too far. ठीक है ना, ज्यादा दूरी तक मत जाओ, लेकिन थोड़ा बहुत टहलो सही जरूर, ठीक है ना. Get out a little bit, because once you get out, you dress up a little, you feel differently too, you feel more active, you know, and that will help bring down the anxiety too, makes you feel alive, yeah, I'm part of this. I'm part of the healing process, okay? I'm not part of the dying process sitting in my corner and waiting, And no, that seniors can do themselves. However, it is also our responsibility. How can we help them? During these times of isolation and quarantine, our elders, they need safe access to nutritious food, basic supplies. They need access to money, medicine to support their physical health and social care. And these are in some ways that we can help. We can ask them about their appetite because a lot has changed. Even our food habits needed to be changed a little bit to be more, to have more nutrition in our health, in our diet, and also have more detoxing, I guess, fruits and vegetables in our food. And people are
Excuse
also
me,
going
Monica.
more towards plant-based as well, right?
Excuse me, Monica.
Yes, Lily.
Someone is waiting to get in. Can you let them in?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Okay.
that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Okay. Oh. I think everybody's in. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes. So, how can we do our part in helping seniors? We can ask them about their appetites. We can ask them about their moods. We can ask them about their sleeping patterns. Are they sleeping okay? Because when you're indoors all the time and you're not getting some fresh air, your sleeping patterns can fluctuate as well, and your appetite can fluctuate, your moods, you can have mood swings and stuff. And we can find some other creative ways to connect while still being physically apart. We can perhaps go knock on their doors, just stay, in the gardens, keep your distance and talk to them, just to get them to move a little bit, but move within their safe place. Don't take them too far away, like the way they would have done before, going here, going there. No, just even within their surroundings, they can move. That is good. And, these are just a few acts of kindness that we can, do with them. And I think it is, Irene had mentioned earlier as well that, and there was a study as well, and she would agree with that, which said something like approximately 8 months into the pandemic, this was a collective study, and they indicated that adults may be less negatively affected. The older adults may be less negatively affected by mental health outcomes than other age groups, right? So the elders, because they're already used to not going out that much, so now they're staying more at home, even more so. However, it's the young people who are being affected by this pandemic because they have to stay indoors and they used to be out and about and everywhere, So I guess in the solution, we should look for some kind of a collaborative solution for youth and seniors that helps them both. So we don't really want our seniors to get out too much now, but we also want our youth. So perhaps youth can take their turn now to approach the seniors. Perhaps just as I mentioned earlier, they can go knock on their doors, or we can have webinars. But however, maybe some kind of participative webinars, or we have to find some creative ways. We have to talk to them about their very basic things as well, about their diet, about their the sleeping pattern, about what they do in their during the day and stuff. So I think it has to be a collaborative effort, and then we have to become part of that village that is going to take care of our elder children, our elder seniors. And so I'd like to stop there, and I'd like to invite Dr. Ram Sharma to have his perspective on the solution to seniors and COVID depression.
Thank you, ma'am, and
Welcome,
it's really a
Ram.
wonderful topic.
Thank you.
I would like to discuss about Ayurveda. In Ayurveda, this is a quotation: "Jivas Sarday Satam," means they have planned the human life till 100 years, and in those 100 years, they have never talked about elders or youth. They have treated them equally. They have not bifurcated that these are the youths, these are the elders, or these are the seniors. The advices are for each one of them. So first, I would like to discuss some Ayurvedic tips for Sarve Bhavantu Sukhine, where people can be happy and healthy. That should be our first motto. Even if we are confined to one room or one house, we should try to make ourselves happy and healthy. The first thing we talk about yoga or yoga. Yoga that we are discussing is only postures. We are not discussing about its 8 elements. Ashtanga yoga, yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, pratyahar, or samadhi. We are not talking about the eating habits. We are not talking about the clothes. We are not talking about the environment. We are not talking about the our waking habits. We are not talking about the positive environment around us. So all these are collaborative things make it a yoga. Means if we add these 8 things, then it becomes yoga. But we are only talking about postures. So that's the reason its full result is not coming. So first I would like to discuss the cleansing of body. The first point which I have made this prepared this lecture, that is cleansing of body. And is what is your body? The breath is a vehicle for energy called प्राण. प्राण कहाँ है आपके प्राण? आपके प्राण आपके सांस में है. आप जो इनहेल और एक्सेल कर रहे हैं, that is called प्राण. And that is inhalation and exhalation. सांस का लेना और सांस का छोड़ना, that is प्राण. If you can regulate the motion of lungs, means another important part is your lungs. You can protect yourself from many diseases. Not only air, but you have to take care of your lungs. And lungs, how you can take care? You have to meditate at least 15 minutes in the morning. Inhale and exhale. And even you can do Om meditation. Om. Pranayama means you should try to strengthen your lungs. आपके lungs मजबूत होने चाहिए. अगर आपके lungs मजबूत हैं, तो आपका श्वसन तंत्र मजबूत है. Your respiratory system is controlled or well balanced. And you see this COVID-19 disease attacks your lungs. So first thing is that you have to maintain your lungs. You have to maintain your prana. You have to maintain your pranayama. Pranayam करिए. प्राण का आयाम, pranayam. So protect yourself from many diseases. In this way, you can protect yourself from many diseases and maintain emotional balance. Cleaning of lungs कैसे आप कर सकते हैं? इसमें कपालभाति है, भस्त्रिका है. इस पे मैं एक सेपरेट हम एक लेक्चर रखेंगे कि लंग्स को हम कैसे मजबूत कर सकते हैं. लर्न टू ब्रीथ डीपली. सुबह आप 15 या 20 मिनट, यू गिव 15 to 20 minutes daily in the morning to take care of your lungs, your breaths, your inhalation and exhalation. You should try to do at least 15 minutes in the morning. You can use full lung capacity, means in this way you can make your lungs to work in full capacity. You see, if you are living in air conditioned rooms, your lungs are going to be affected very badly. So in this way, you have to sit outside in the balcony, or if the atmosphere is too cold, you can manage some other things. You can stop your air conditioner or AC for if you are breathing in, you have not to sit in the air conditioner room. Not creating a long pause between the inhalation and exhalation. And then comes the breathing patterns. A regular flow of the inhalation and exhalation, the emotional reaction can disturb the motion of the lungs and the pumping stations. If you are in tension, that will create anxiety. What is anxiety? Anxiety means imbalance of your breathing, imbalance of your heartbeats. That is called anxiety, and that also affects your sleep. So first thing is that you have to create a balance uh, between your lungs and your breathing, and you should try to avoid that anxiety which is coming to you by deep thinking, watching the useless news, creating the fears. So many deaths have happened due to COVID. So you have to prove yourself that you are not a commodity. You are just a still being, that all those incidents are not affecting your body. So you have to maintain that pattern. Lungs and the pumping stations of the heart. Lungs and hearts are both connected. These our internal organs are connected together. Heart is connected with lungs, lung is connected with heart is also connected with kidney. So that's why there is multi-organ failure in the senior people. Because if your heart is weak, then your kidney will be weak, your lungs will be weak, and slowly all these organs start fading or start deteriorating. Breathe should be silent without any turbulence. You should try to be still inside your house. Try to meditate for 15 minutes in the morning, and if you can do it 15 minutes in the evening, that is the best part. But in the morning, you can also do the pranayama, and you can do other uh, asanas like pranayama, brastika, and these things with inhalation and exhalation. And then there is niti kriya, means we will discuss it later in our next lecture. And then sutra neti, आपकी नाक से एक नाक में पानी डाल रहे हैं, दूसरे नोस्ट्रिल से पानी बाहर निकल रहा है, एक सूत्र डाल रहे हैं एक नाक के इधर से, दूसरी नाक से वो बाहर निकल रहा है. दैट इज कॉल्ड नेति क्रिया. उससे आपके जो इंटरनल ऑर्गन्स हैं वो आप उसकी सफाई कर रहे हैं. सांस लेने के जो रेस्पिरेटरी ऑर्गन्स हैं उनकी आप सफाई कर रहे हैं कि वो और अच्छे से काम करें. When you learn to regulate your lungs by eliminating shallowness, pauses, jerks, and noise, in this way you are helping yourself that your engine of your body is working very well, and there is no disturbance of any kind due to this. If you are breathing in or breathing out, there is no problem. Then comes the bath, and there are several types of bath. You can have tub bath, sun bath, herbal bath. The cleaning of the pores with the help of the breathing should be done. These pores should be clarified, and cleansing of your pores. Bad odor and discoloration of the skin are the symptoms of ill health. If you are using some powders or some odors to stop your bad odor of your body, then you are trying to stop or repress that disease inside. So you have to clear all the pores of your body by taking different types of bath. You can have sun bath or tub bath or hot water spring bath, something like that. That's also very important. You have to give time for that after 15 minutes of breathing. After that, you can have a good bath. And then comes skin only hides or covers this fact. Regulation of lungs and pores, bowels and kidneys. Then we comes on how we can cleansify our kidneys or bowels. And for kidney, I tell you these three things are very important. Mint, coriander. You have to take as much water with the juice of mint and coriander in it. It will cleansify your kidneys. Your kidneys will work very well. You can have fresh fruits and vegetable juices in between the day, orange juice or cucumber juice or lemon juice. And then comes, if you want to cleansify your intestine, that should also be clear. Fresh lemon water in the, if you are getting up in the morning, you can have fresh lemon water, one glass of fresh lemon water. In this way, that will go to your intestine, and it will cleansify all the bad elements from your intestine. And then after taking it, you have to squat down for 5 minutes, and then you can go for your bathroom or the restroom, and after that you can have meditation for 15 minutes, and after that you can have the bath. So you have to make a chart about these things. uh, if there is diarrhea, constipation, or irregularity about some of the problems, then you have to ask from yourself whether you are living in fear, or is there any emotional problem with you. You have to check with yourself, because your diseases are created in your mind. These diseases are related with your emotions. Suppose you have heard some bad news, you become fearful, and that fear creates anxiety inside you, and that anxiety can hurt your intestine and other limbs of your body. And you take a liquid, you can have a fast, one day fast, once a week. And so in this way your internal organs like liver or esophagus, that can have some kind of a rest. So for the first primary or important thing for your fast is, you have to take the liquid in place of solid. You should not become a victim of taste. You should try to control your if you are liking so many types of taste, you should try to control it. The majority of the modern day people believe in taking tasty fast foods. You are taking tasty fast foods, and while taking the food, you are watching the TV, you are reading the newspaper, you're talking the people. Even in United States, I tell you, very you laugh at it. At the restaurants, people are talking too much, and there is so much noise. Perhaps they are getting the time to talk while they are eating at the restaurants. Otherwise, they are not together even to talk together. So at the time of eating, you should not even talk. Your concentration should be on your food, how you digest it, how you chew it, in place of talking. There is so much noise I've heard in all the restaurants in the United States. So I have no idea about Canada, whether the position is the same, but I just laugh that the people are talking too much at the time of eating. So what they are eating, they don't know. So the first important thing is, whatever you are eating, it should be chewed completely, and it should be taken with a positive energy, in place of talking about the news or backbiting or something like that. So that is very important. It is not, you should have give some time to take care of your body. You are taking care of your car, you're taking care of your house, you're taking care of everything, of your pets, but you're not taking care of your body. So at least you should give 1 hour daily for your body. And that body is Ayurveda, I say, Amritasya Putra. In Ayurveda, this word has been given for us, means we are the sons of Amrit, means nectar. We are immortal. Our body is immortal if we try to keep it safe, keep it healthy. If we do not care it, uh, we were just caring about taste and other things, and not caring about our body, how it will take care of ourselves. It should be our hands, our thoughts, that will take care of our body. So that thing is very important. A large amount of artificiality, flavor. We have started liking so many types of flavor and tastes, fast foods, and even we have no time to sit together and share what we have cooked. We have no time for cooking. We have no time to purchase fresh fruits. We are going to McDonald's or Pizza Huts and just purchasing in within the seconds, and then within the seconds we grab those things are gone in our body. So there is something is lacking. At least your body is your body. It's not somebody's other's body. It's your body. So you should at least give time. Even if your heart start behaving like you are behaving with your body, what will happen? If suppose if it stops for 2 seconds, what will happen? If your liver is not working properly, what will happen? If your bile duct is not working properly, what will happen? So all these things are related together. Some people take too much water while taking the food. So that is not a good healthy habit. If you are taking food, it should be chewed completely, and then it goes in your esophagus, and then the bile duct makes a juice, and that is mixes with your food, and that it is digested. So we have to think what things we can have. Even in parties in Bharat or in India, I have seen there are so many types of foods served together in buffet. So many types of foods. So sometimes you are taking uh, uh, curd, you are taking milk, and the next you are taking lemon juice. So these are different opposite properties. You are creating a mess inside your esophagus or in your intestine. You have not to take care of your tastes or flavors. You should try to take care of your body, because after that you have to suffer. I have seen in after parties people become sick. They fall sick due to these bad habits. They don't care that they have, once they are taking the card, and next time they are taking the lemon juice or the soda or the soft drink or cold drink, then they are taking other things. All those properties are so opposite together that you cannot eat. If you take milk and after that you take the liquor, it will become a poison. You will die. You cannot have a wine after the milk. So we have to maintain all these habits, and we have to take care that these are the major problems we are having in major cities or among our youth, that we are not taking care that our bodies should have these things in a balanced way. So we have to learn these things. So these things are missing. And then if we talk about the senior people or the elder people, Ayurveda has not bifurcated. Even the use is the use of everywhere is also having the same problems. They are having high blood pressure, they are having anxiety, they are having cholesterol or sugars. And even it doesn't mean that the senior people have been more in anxiety, and youth have been not to that level. And I felt that youth were more in anxiety, have been more in anxiety than the senior people. So it is a vice versa activity, that we should sit together and share together what's the problem. So our emotions or the diseases are created in our mind. If you go to a doctor, doctor will write some test, and then you will have to go in some pathology lab. And in pathology lab, you start thinking, what can be the disease? Then you start reading. My symptoms looks like that I can have a COVID. So that's the problem. It starts with your mind. So we have to take care of these things. And then comes panch karma. I will discuss it in later lecture. Exercise, massage. We have to massage our body. We can sit in the sun. We can have massage our body. For elder or for the senior people, massage, we should have a good massage. Even if we cannot do it daily, we can have once in a week. Then the proper cleansing, nourishing, exercises. These things are necessary. We should make a chart that on Monday we are going to do this, and Tuesday we are going to do that. Even in Ayurveda, they have never bifurcated that these the children or youth or senior people or old people, they have given advices to all. And they have planned that if we are happy, the human beings can live for 100 years healthy and happy. That was the main motto of Ayurveda, that you can live for 100 years with happiness and with your health. But what we are seeing, that these diseases of high blood pressure, anxiety, sugar, cholesterol, these diseases have come among our youth at the age of 25. So where we are going is a big question mark. Are we becoming modern, or are we progressing so much? Where we are going? And then calmness of your mind and stillness of your mind, that is also required. Releasing physical tension, muscle tension can create havoc in your body, affecting the heart, brain, liver, and digestive system. You have to clear your physical tension. Even if you are working whole day, you need at least 1 hour rest. But people say that we have no time. I can realize it that in the modern era or modern technology, with modern technology or lifestyle, it has become almost difficult for the people to be calm or to be still, but still we can try. That's our duty, to make our body relax, calm, still, and whatever way we can, we should try for that. Meditation makes your memory more active. You should try to meditate. That's the thing. For 15 minutes you can meditate, and it's not just like sit together and you close your eyes and then certain types of thoughts are coming in your mind and you are still thinking. That's not meditation. Meditation means no thought is coming in your mind. Your mind become empty. That is meditation. Sleep is also a meditation. When you sleep, if there are no dreams, your sleep is still sound, then that's also a meditation. So for yoga, I have given you these things: yam, niyam, asana, pranayam, pratyahar, samadhi, all those ashtang yoga. You should try to add those things, add something. If you are doing posture one day, you add some fresh fruits and vegetables next day. Then you can have some good clothes next day. Then you can discuss about the environment around you. You can have positive people discussing with you, whether it is online or offline, that's depend upon you. Though emotion is a great power, it needs to be directed willfully, otherwise it disturbs your mind. Your emotions control your mind, and that's the reason sometimes people become so emotional and they become so depressed that they don't know. They think that everything is closed for them and they have no life. Also sometimes they do the suicides and they try to kill other people. So that is a part, but I also warn you, to live in egos is also a part of to live in big depression. Your egos creates more depression among you. So you have to balance your emotions. That's another important part. You have tried to balance, and how you can control your emotions through meditation. You do meditation 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes or half an hour in the evening, that will help you. And if you start doing it from today, you can tell me how you felt. Yeah. And whenever you have a fear, you are inviting danger by imagining it in your mind and then preparing for it. Just why this COVID-19 fear has created more havoc and more disasters among the people. And what happened here in India, I'm discussing during COVID-19, when people have some kind of cough, they start running towards the hospital, and in hospitals, there were not enough beds. There were not enough beds. They start thinking that, will I die if I have not got a bed, I've not got medicine, I will die. So that's the fear that killed so many people. Even in hospitals in India, there were so many untrained staff. They used so many remdesivir medicine and using of oxygen cylinders. So maybe we are our own doctor. First, we should try to take care of our body. It is not just the thing that if you run towards the doctor will save you. We have to change that concept. The hospitals or doctors will save us. It will be our own awareness that will help us. If we are running towards a doctor, it may happen that he may have a less knowledge than you yourself. You might have more knowledge than himself. Or the doctor might be in anxiety, the doctor might be in depression. What do you think about a doctor or nursing homes or pathology labs? They are also just like human beings like you. So first, the thing is that I'm not denying that you should not go there. That's not my meaning, but my meaning is that first you take care of yourself, have faith in yourself. It will not the medicine that will cure you. That will be your own belief that is going to cure you. Your firm belief, yeah, if I am ill, I will be healthy soon. I am not old, I am young. So we have to build that thing. I am happy. I am not in depression. I will come out of it. I will be healthy soon. So we have to speak these sentences to ourselves. No doctors will teach you these sentences. Yes, I am not senior. I am not old. I am young. I am 70 years younger. So that thing we have to cultivate. We have to cultivate those things. And then comes the enlightenment. What is enlightenment? It is an expansion of consciousness. When your consciousness starts thinking or building your body or making yourself believe that you are not just a body, you are a soul, you are a divine soul, then your faith starts. And when you become enlightened, you become aware of something more than yourself, of something more than your own interest. That is your enlightenment. The more you become aware of others, the closer you become to the center, where you find that all diversities have an underlying unity. If you want to play, if you are a guitarist, if you are going to play a guitar, you have to tune it. You start tuning it, doing something before playing it. And that's the same thing with your body. If we are using it daily, why we are not caring it? We should try to at least care it for 1 hour, for 2 hours. We should at least give time for it. It is enlightenment. It is your enlightenment. Your parts of your body will have to be properly twisted. Just like a guitar, your body is your guitar. If you are going for your duty, you are going to play it. Why don't you give 1 hour time for twisting your guitar? So that's the point. You have to take care of these things. And a few more things I would like to discuss with you. I have this conch shell, and if you blow your conch shell, it will strengthen your lungs. At least you can give 2 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes. That will be your own interest. You can try to strengthen your lungs, because in air conditions, if you are living in an air conditions room, yeah, that air conditioner air is going to affect your lungs very badly, and that's what's happening. This COVID-19 disease, we are saying that China is responsible. Not at all. We ourselves are responsible. We have cut the trees. We have disrespected the nature. When there is no oxygen, our lungs will not work. We are started living for 24 hours in air conditioned rooms. Our lungs are going to affect very badly. No one can save us. So thing is that here is the concept. That's the try we make it to blow it. In this way, you strengthen your lungs. So you can have at least one conch shell in your house. Try for 5 to 10 minutes. That is one point. Another thing is, I would like to show it. These are the neem tablets you can have daily. It doesn't need any diseases. Then you have this Gosura. Then you have Asugandha. These are not medicines. These are just the juices of the plants, which we are not taking properly at proper time. So we have to take care. Another thing is that this is camphor. You can have in your house is camphor. You can burn camphor daily. If you smell it, its smell is marvelous. You can burn 2 tablets of it in your house. You can feel the fragrance. And this also kills the virus and germs. So that's also the conch shell also kills the virus and germs where its vibration goes. So these things are quite natural. Thing is that we started doing the things by ourselves, and we started thinking the modern doctors, modern nursing homes, modern tablets will save us. And how far these are going to save us, you are all seeing it. You have been inside lockdown inside your houses. They said that use the mask, don't go out. That is okay. I'm not saying that you go out, but inside, if you are inside, don't be in depression. Try as much as with your body. Your body is your guitar. Try to tune it. And another thing which I used, not only I use, that is also given in Ayurveda. Ayurveda has never bifurcated between young and old, between youth and old, between senior or junior. They have given advices for all because he has given the same advices, and these are the advices for all the people. Yeah, I agree with the elder people. They need company. They need, if they are in more physical deformity, they need some attendant to take care of them. But I I say to them, if they are healthy, they should try to be more healthy, and they should come to a stage where they should become their own attendant by themselves. If another thing is that if your sleep is not coming properly, you should try other things. If you do some exercises or meditations, you will feel that your sleep is becoming more sound, more helpful, or more soothing to yourselves. Whatever is happening in this modern life, or in this noise or pollution of all kinds, man's body is suffering in whatever way you cannot imagine. Our mind is under so much stress, under so much emotional imbalance. Our heart is under so much pressure, under so much workload, our kidneys, and we are not taking care of these parts. I have tried to discuss these points one by one, from cleansing of body, from baths, from lungs, from kidneys, from liver, from intestine. So our body is our workshop. No other one is going to take care of it. It's our prime duty to take care of our body. Our body is our temple. And what we are thinking we will go to a doctor, sometimes to a cardiologist, sometimes to a kidney doctor, sometimes to other. They will take, that's not bad, but if you are under a good condition, try to be more healthy, try to be more happy, try to share more things together. The problem starts with your mind when you start thinking, yeah, I am becoming old, I am fragile, I am ill, I cannot be cured. No, these thoughts should be stopped immediately. To start thinking, I am not old, I am young. I have not such a disease which cannot be cured. I am my own doctor. I am my own doctor. You will remember this thing. No doctor is going to help you until you help yourselves. No medicine is going to cure you until you cure yourself. So thing is that we should try to be together. A get together should be there, whether it is online or offline. That is a must. In the end, I would like to recite two poems from this poetic collection of my mind, Lamp of Love. And that is smile a while with me now. The first thing is smile. If you smile, all of your tensions, anxieties, pressures, stress go away. Smile a while with me now. Smile a while. In a pensive mood, we crave to travel thousands of miles. What we need, we do not need roads, but we just want life's tender smile. When we are amidst problems, when strifes flying all around, as darkness easily abounds, where no friend is easily found, we should just smile inside for holding on a little while. Where our life has turned so tight and tough, when all of us come appearing to turn so wild, we just need our deepening in a little drop of a sweet smile. Where our life becomes so confusing and even uptight, when light has grown dim and work begins to bite, we just need our dearest inside a sweet little drop of a smile. Smile a while with me now. What you need is smile. Your smile is your solution. And next poem is second poem I would like to recite. The title of this poem is Awake Now Inside. Awake now inside. Have we passed one more moment inside of worldly pleasures? We are only defeated when this moment has won. We must pass one true moment inside of truth when life within it too suddenly awakens somehow. We must win where each our moment of defeat ends. All the pleasures and all these sorrows too. It is here we will come to vibrate so equally within. Our hair will become so white soon within time. As each moment of our life keeps on decreasing by and by, will we keep on within all these weeping, crying inside of our every delusion? Will we keep on forever sleeping? Come awake now inside, be one in this moment of now. Om, Om, Om. So I thank you all. It's good morning for you, but here it is good night. So I do hope that whatever little we have made efforts, we will try to expand these topics later on with the welfare of the all humanity and all the people. Sarve bhavantu sukhine. Let all people should be happy and healthy. That should be the motto of our life. It should not be just big cars or big mansions or big promotions or big jobs. We should live life completely. We should live
Thank
life
you.
completely. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma. It was wonderful. Very complete talk and about the what we should do in COVID and how we should take care of ourselves. And I just have a couple of Irene, she had mentioned that she would want to do the Om meditation. No, not meditation, but just recite Om right now. If we could do that.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
our group,
Close
that would be
your
nice.
eyes and 5 minutes of meditation. Just close your eyes.
Okay, let's start.
And
Okay, I'm going to
ma'am,
mute
please.
everyone.
Yeah,
And if
yeah.
somebody wants to say something, you can unmute yourself, please. Okay, Dr. Sharma, go ahead, please.
Yeah, close your eyes and breathe in Om. What is Om? Om is a sound or energy of the universe.
Yeah.
This universe is revolving and it is creating the sound Om. So we are trying to that energy of the universe within ourselves. So close
Okay.
your eyes. Om.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma.
Thank you.
Thank you. I had one question. Can you show us how you blow the conch shell?
Yeah.
What is like? How do you do it?
Yeah, here
Like,
is
do you blow
here
into it?
Here is we have to.
Okay.
It is blown through here. You put it through your lips. This thing. This
Okay.
hole.
And then you
This
blow
hole.
air into it, right?
Yeah, blow air.
Okay. Yeah, we kind of lost the sound there a little. Yeah, okay. Thank you. That is also a considered way to get rid of the noise pollution as well. So that's the questions I had. So if anybody, the floor is open. If anybody has any questions, please unmute yourself. So I guess in a nutshell, what we have tried to say is, yes, COVID is here. Everybody's anxious, depressed, or however they may be feeling. However, we do have to take charge of our own lives, our own body, mind, and soul. And we have to start with ourselves saying, okay, I want to get better and I am going to get better. And then start with that. And then you follow through with the steps that do make you better. And that's falling back on very much of traditional ideas, traditional medicine, traditional way of life, and which I wouldn't say it has been taken away from us because we have gone along with it too. So we have to bring back those things जो प्रकृति की है, natural है, ठीक है ना? तो क्योंकि हम लोग प्रकृति से ही जुड़े हुए हैं, क्योंकि प्रकृति को आजकल कोई समझ नहीं पाया, उसको यूज किया है, अब्यूज किया है, उसकी स्टडी की है, उसकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग करने की कोशिश की है, लेकिन हम उसको अभी तक समझ नहीं पाए हैं, हम अभी भी उसी के इर्द गिर्द ही घूम रहे हैं. तो yeah, we do need to become one with the nature again, and I guess we should take maybe perhaps the first step and then follow through with that. Okay, so any other questions? All right.
No, along with the nature, it's
Mhm.
very important that we connect as human being too.
देखिए मैम मैं इसका आंसर
Absolutely.
देता हूँ.
Yes.
देखिए
Yeah.
नेचर क्या है? नेचर हमारे शास्त्रों में भगवान ये जो वर्ड बनाया गया है, भैसे भूमि गैसे गगन वासे वायु नैसे नीर, ये प्रकृति ही है जो उसका
बिल्कुल.
वर्ड हमने भगवान बना दिया कि भगवान ये है.
Yeah,
भगवान ये these 5 elements are inside our body.
right.
अगर हम बाहर इनका हम डिस्ट्रॉय कर रहे हैं तो हम अपनी बॉडी को ही डिस्ट्रॉय कर रहे हैं. वो
Yeah.
इम्बैलेंस हमारे अंदर भी दिखाई दे रहा है.
Yeah. Okay, so it's
Thanks, Dr. Sharma, for such an encouraging words. Really.
Yeah, thank you very much. If you feel encouraged, that's my pleasure. Yeah, that's
Yes.
what I'm trying. And we are trying together with Dr. Monica ji, and we hope that our voice will reach to millions of people. And in this way, we are trying to help the humanity selflessly. Yeah.
and
No, it's
Really, really.
these
Yes.
kind of discussions are very helpful. I think we should continue to come and at least be part of it. This way, it's socializing at the same time
of course that
and
is
learning
needed.
some new things with Dr. Sharma, Monica, and so many other people. सभी लोग की age अच्छी है कि हम लोग सब लोग कुछ ना कुछ अपना contribute कर सकते हैं.
See, see.
So, you know, I think it's a very good idea to have this kind of session.
Excellent, thank you.
और इसके वीडियोस भी आप अपने
This
फ्रेंड्स को
session
भेज
should be
सकते हैं.
practical too. I
Yes.
request
We
Monica
will
ji,
do practical. Next one, we will
if
do
she has
practical.
time.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we can have the segment with the practical and some
Yes.
talk and some discussions.
Mhm.
So that's a good suggestion. Like, you know,
It is.
keep giving your suggestion what you like
Mhm.
to see too.
So I'm just, let me just say this. I want to thank you everyone for joining us. And again, don't forget every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. we are holding these webinars. Okay, so we'll see you again